He didn't just call me out. I mean, he called out all of us.
Dallas City Council dressed down by an 11-year-old. At least one longtime city leader got the message, even if it did come from a pint-sized messenger.
I think they were shocked. It looked like the mayor, he really got a big whoop out of it.
The news leader, broadcasting for all North Texas. Fox 4 News starts now.
A young man goes to city council to learn, but he was the one who ended up schooling city leaders. Hi, and good evening, everybody. I'm Steve Eager. It's 9 o'clock.
Hello, everybody. I'm Heather Hayes. David Williams and his mom, Shatar Mathis, they are here in studio tonight to share some of their experiences. I'm going to talk with them in just a moment. But first, Fox 4's Natalie Solis is at City Hall with a look at what happened. Natalie.
Well, Heather and Steve, I think it's fair to say he got council members' attention. David Williams, just 11 years old, but he found his voice today and called out Dallas City Council leaders for being rude to people who are addressing them during city council meetings.
David Williams approaching the mic, dressed for business as only an 11-year-old can be. Jeans, a neatly tucked-in denim shirt, a bolo. He can barely see over the podium, but Mom helps him find a spot where he can be heard and see council members eye to eye.
Hello, good morning. My name is David Williams.
His main concerns, school safety and guns.
What is an alternative for teachers to keep the students safe in the DISD district without having to bring dangerous weapons to school?
But then he unloads this question, calling members out after going to other meetings with Mom and seeing them look distracted while members of the community are speaking.
Do you feel it is acceptable for city council members to be up and walking while their constituents are addressing them?
Not even Mom saw that coming.
No, I didn't. I was very proud because sometimes it's out of the mouth of a babe that you really get enlightened as an adult.
The only one to fully address David's questions.
I appreciate you taking out your time, your busy schedule today.
Longtime Councilman Dwayne Caraway.
The questions that you proposed to the council, those were great.
After praising David's courage to speak out, Caraway concedes members do get distracted.
Let me first be apologetic to you to say that I do walk a lot around here, but we have to keep things going at times. But it is not so respectful for folks to be walking when visitors are speaking. So I will adhere to that as well, okay?
Caraway says he truly appreciates David calling it like he sees it.
When you hear it from a different level, you kind of start paying a little bit more attention.
As for David, who left Dallas ISD to be homeschooled, he's got big goals that may or may not include local politics.
You consider being on the city council?
More president, but yes.
Natalie Solis, Fox 4 News.
Our president, why not? David and Shatar are here. I appreciate you guys being here. I know you've had a long day, and I have to tell everybody, Shatar, watching your face when you're seeing your little boy, you are beaming watching him. It is so sweet. But you, David, you are just one cool character. He's just sitting here watching himself. It's pretty cool. How did it go today? What was it like standing up there talking to and addressing the city council members?
I felt good because my voice was being heard, but at the same time I was nervous.
You were nervous? What were you nervous about?
Nothing really. It's the first time I've really gotten a chance to speak to the city council.
Did you know that public speaking is the #1 fear of anybody, and you did it? I think that's pretty great.
I did not know that.
Yeah, that's right. What was your message you wanted to get across to everybody today?
For which question?
Well, for the question, why did you initially decide to speak to everybody today? Tell me about that.
Because I just wanted my voice to be heard on some of the topics that I feel need improvement.
Tell me about those topics. Like what?
Like when I asked the question, for instance, about the teachers carrying handguns. Mm-hmm. There's a way for you to keep your students safe, but you don't have to bring a handgun, because if the teacher a student comes up and pats the teacher and might accidentally catch the trigger, it could go off and kill that child.
You really had something important to say today, and you wanted those council members to listen to you, didn't you?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that why you decided to ask if they thought it was appropriate to walk around when constituents are speaking?
Yes, ma'am.
did that just come, and I know you've been to these meetings before, did that just kind of come to the top of your mind and you said, hey?
Yes, I just thought about it because I noticed I still had like 2 minutes left, so I just tried to get as many questions out as I could.
Mom, what do you think about that? Shatar, when you hear this?
I'm proud, and for me, it shows me that he's truly understanding what I'm trying to show him and preparing him to become a leader for his next generation.
Now, you are a single mom, and you're homeschooling David now. And David, I know that school violence and issues, there were some bullying issues for you in school, and that's why, Mom, now you're homeschooling him, and you took him to City Council to see role models. Do you think you made the right decision?
I did. I feel like I made a excellent, decision in taking him because I want him to understand, okay, even when you see things that you feel are not right, then you have to be willing, even sometimes when you're afraid of speaking maybe in a large crowd, you have to understand the importance of using your voice because sometimes that's the only way you are going to see a change.
So what are you doing? David is so confident and so poised and so calm, and it's such a great kid. What are you doing, do you think? Because a lot of parents want to know what you're doing to make your child so great.
First, I make sure that we stay very grounded in the Word of God. That's first and foremost in our home, and me teaching him how to treat others and respecting others. But also now that I have a nonprofit organization myself, Sequence Enterprise Entertainment, and our kids, it's us developing a junior board of directors to help other students, not just my own child, but other middle school and high school students to prepare them for leadership, because sometimes I feel like we teach them go to college, get a degree, have a career, but we really don't show them from a young stage how to prepare for adequate leadership.
Well, I think you're doing it. David, do you have any role models?
Like political role models or just role models in general?
How about role models in general? Let's start with that.
Oh, I just, like President Obama, Ian Kinsler, Undertaker.
Yeah?
My mom.
Your mom, that was so sweet that he had that. Well, I think that you were just a very smart young man, and I wouldn't at all be surprised to see you in Mr. Caraway's seat one day. And are you satisfied with his answer that sometimes we've got to just get city business done?
It was okay, but I still think they should sit down and listen to what the constituents are saying.
Well, I'm sure he's watching, and if not, we'll call him tomorrow and let him know. Thank you so much. Pleasure to meet you, young man.
Nice to meet you, too.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, David had his say at City Hall today. We want to hear your say. Like us on Facebook, Fox 4 News. Post your comments right there. Clarice is going to share some comments coming up.